Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakadash. Double honors to the elders for pushing this word truthfully and sincerely. And Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, pushing the word truthfully and sincerely. And I say Shalom. And this is a recent news article from the JerusalemPost.com. As tensions continues to stir up in the Middle East between the Israelis and the Palestinians. And this is a recent news article as of March 9th, 2023, published by Jeremy Bob and Hannah Linsky from the Jerusalem Post, and it reads, shooting attack in Tel Aviv, wounding 3. It says, one attacker was killed on the scene while searches are ongoing for another possible attacker who may have fled. At least 3 Israeli civilians were injured by gunshots in a shooting attack near a cafe on Golf Street, if I pronounced that right, in Tel Aviv on Thursday evening. The injured were evacuated to a hospital. One of the injured arrived in a critical condition after being shot in the neck. Another injured arrived in a moderate condition with a gunshot wound, while the third was slightly injured sharply, according to the hospital. And it says a possible second attacker, according to the Tel Aviv district commander. One was killed while the search for a possible other is still on. Early reports footage indicate there were 2 suspects with guns. The video from the scene appears to show at least one firing on Israeli civilians, with one of the eventually being shot at and a possible second escape so far. The suspect identified was reported as Montaj Khawaja, a 23-year-old resident of the Palestinian village of Nailing near the Ramallah in the West Bank. He was a Hamas operative who was in an Israeli prison twice for holding illegal weapons, according to the Palestinian media reports. It says while the first injured were being treated, more shots were heard from the different location of the Golf Street. A Megan David Alum, first responder, told the N12 News. Defense Minister Lawav Gaini said that he was at Shin Bet headquarters getting regular updates. I want to wish the injured people and speedy recovery. In my name and my wife Shara's name, said Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu from Italy. We strengthen from the work of security forces against the you-know-what. I am sure that these incidents won't ease up, as this is part of our work for building up the country. It says a difficult evening, Tel Aviv wrote. Opposing leader Yair Lapid on Twitter, the you-know-what attack in the middle of a commercial area, sent wishes of a speedy recovery to the injured and strengthening the police and security forces in their efforts to restore the peace to the streets. And against you-know-what, we need to operate strong hand with no hesitation. A difficult attack in Tel Aviv, says National Security Minister Al-Tamar Ben-Gavir. At this difficult moment, I pray for the recovery of the injured and wish them a speedy recovery in the name of the people in Israel. The shooting attack in Gambia Street, Tel Aviv, is a initial response to the crimes of the occupation The last, which was the number of 3 young people this morning, said Hamas spokesperson Abdul Abdul Al Tariq Al Quran. And this is a developing story. So yes, Salak, I meant to say, let me reiterate that. So yeah, as you see, the tensions definitely are increasing at an all-time high within the past 2 months, getting closer to 3 months so far this year. You've been seeing a definitely rise and increase of these crimes between the Israelis and the Palestinians, as tensions are at an all-time high. And how the way things are looking seem like it's not going to let up. The tensions are not going to let up, and violence is not going to let up as well too. So like I mentioned again, the tensions are at an all-time high. And this is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7, in the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, and this is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7, through the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. And this is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 8, in the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. Right, so that's why you got the rise and tensions are at an all-time high between the Israelis and the Palestinians, as the scriptures has mentioned that in the latter days you're going to have nation shall rise against nation, and that's what we are seeing, a different nation going against another nation, another different nation. So that's why you're seeing the tensions are stirring up at an all-time high between the Israelis and the Palestinians as well too. So definitely tensions are definitely escalating. So this was just a recent story that I wanted to bring out from Tel Aviv, Israel, as of Thursday evening. There was a shooting attack in Tel Aviv, and it wounded 3 Israeli soldiers. And this was according to the reports, by 2 Palestinian suspects. So definitely the tensions are definitely stirring up on both sides. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the 4 corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.